Well, another L for Cardi B. I mean, it seems as if Cardi just can't win this thing with Nicki Minaj. I mean, she threw a shoe, missed it, got hit on the head, walked away with a knot. Everybody laughed at her. You know, she said that she gave up doing the Little Mix song Woman Like Me, which was basically like a charity thing, and Nicki was able to get it. And Little Mix came out and co-signed Nicki and said that Nicki's the queen of rap. Let me see. Bill Wackermann or whatever from Wilhelmina, the CEO of Wilhelmina, one of the biggest modeling and oldest modeling agencies on the planet, huge legacy. He came out and said that Nicki Minaj is the queen of rap, all praise due, and co-signed her after Cardi B was allegedly supposed to be exposing some deal that she was supposed to get over Nicki or whatever. And now Steve Madden tries to come to Cardi B's defense, and he has egg on his face. Shout out to 50 Cent, another rapper from Queens, New York, just like Nicki. Steve Madden said the following on Twitter, which 50 Cent reposted to Instagram. Steve Madden tweeted, at Nicki Minaj, you can't turn down an offer that was never made. Hashtag stop lying. Referring to Nicki saying she turned down an offer to work with Steve Madden to make shoes or sell shoes or whatever. 50 Cent said, this guy is a liar. You liar, you, laughing out loud. Then 50 Cent reposted this, and for the record, the lady who actually interviewed Steve Madden for Vibe magazine, her name is Adelle Platon. Adelle Platon reposted the same thing 50 Cent posted on Instagram, okay? She posted it on Twitter. This is from an article. Another rapstress who could have collected a check from Madden and ironically Iggy's foe, Nicki Minaj. Quote, I was gonna do a collaboration with Nicki Minaj and we got into a fight the first minute we met. He recalls without pinpointing the exact cause. Quote, and then we patched it up. We were cool. We text each other. We became sort of buddies. We were thinking of doing something and I would have, but I was with Iggy and I thought Coke and Pepsi. It was a mistake. I made a mistake and wish that I could go back in time and work with Nicki instead of Iggy. Wow. That was from 2015. So Steve Madden is a liar. He was in fact trying to work with Nicki Minaj, right? But Iggy Azalea has something to say about it. We'll get to what she had to say in a minute. First of all, shout out to the Jasmine brand for reposting these tweets that I'm about to read you guys. Here's what your girl Nicki Minaj had to say when Adelle Platon posted that message on Twitter. Nicki said, Steve Madden, thought I was lying, you dumb fuck. You, Irv, referring to Irv Gotti, you, Irv, and G. Roberson came to my house in Malibu begging me to do the deal. I said no. You then did a deal with Iggy and she hated the pics you used and went in on you online. I'm sure Irv told you to post this lie. Respond to at 50 Cent. Somebody named I am vindicating Minaj on Twitter said, just turned down a $4 million shoe deal. Eat a dick and choke at Steve Madden. Hashtag cocksucker of the week. To which Nicki replied to that person by saying, when did I say this? For the record, since you wanted attention, a-hole, turn down $4 million. Now eat my ass and go away. My fans will never support you again. Somebody named Jonas Noir said the following on Twitter. I can't even lie. Perfect song name with Future 2017. Then Nicki Minaj tweeted, oh, okay, babe. Thanks. I forgot what line I wrote about. She put wrote in capital letters. In other words, shading Cardi B, saying, I write my shit. I forgot what line I wrote about turning down a $4 million shoe deal. Either way to freedom. Now I'm done with you. If you don't want me to say something way more embarrassing, shut the F up. Shouting emoji. Hashtag dip video out now. Hashtag woman like me video out now. Hashtag Queen Radio next week. Okay. Now, shout out to The Hack Report. They posted the following. So, Nicki Minaj said to Steve Madden, eat a dick, ninja. Sounded like Stink Miner from the Boondocks. Eat a dick, ninja. You lied on me because it was the trendy thing to do. Ain't nobody buying that clown shit. We couldn't work together because I said the shoes were ugly. You see how when you do clownery, it comes back to bite? We not buying it. Respond to 50 instead of picking on women. Then Steve Madden started copping, please. He was like, at Nicki Minaj is an incredibly talented artist, but we couldn't work together because the timing wasn't right. Cardi B came on the scene and I had a fantastic collaboration with her, and she is also an amazing talent. I love both Nicki Minaj and Cardi B's music. I hope they can reach some peace. Together they could probably take over the world. There's a lot of negativity out there right now and I shouldn't have contributed to that. Signed, Steve. Come on, Steve. You said you can't turn down an offer that was never made. Hashtag stop lying. And then now. But anyways. So when Nicki Minaj has said on Twitter, Steve Madden thought I was lying, you dumb F, you Irvin G. Robertson came to my house in Malibu begging me to do the deal, etc. Iggy Azalea retweeted or responded to Nicki Minaj and said, this is facts. Yes, Iggy Azalea was on Nicki Minaj's side. She said, I'm not on no one's side, but Steve is lying like shit. Well, you co-sign Nicki. But anyways, Iggy goes on to say, Steve is a fuckboy. He did some sidebar shit when my deal said I have full creative control, couldn't handle being called out on it, and then tried to publicly backtrack. Boy, bye. And Iggy said the following on Twitter. Shout out to the Shade Room for reposting this one. Literally nothing I tweet has to do with Nicki or Cardi. Please leave me out of the crazy fan Twitter world shit. I'm happily living my own life and lamenting on the things that go on in it like everyone else. There's no shade to anyone on my feed. Nice save, Iggy. As you know how those Barty gang weirdos are. I mean, listen, man. I always said that Nicki Minaj had a shitty fan base. You know, the Barbs, the Kingdom, a lot of weirdos, a lot of sick people, sick in the head and shit. But man, I thought that they were a little bit off. But then when I encountered Cardi's fans, they were actually worse than Nicki's. And then I started asking myself, like, wait, could the Barty gang be worse than the Beehive? Because I've always said flat out, it goes like this. Beyonce's fan base is the damn worst. Period. The worst. Then maybe Nicki Minaj's Kingdom / Barbs. Particularly the Barbs. Because I consider myself to be part of the Kingdom until the feud with Cardi. But anyways, I think that Nicki Minaj's fan base is in third place now, because the Beehive is technically worse than Nicki's fans. That's Beyonce's fan base. But the worst are Cardi B's fans, because like they're really like mentally slow or something. Like something, and this is not me trying to be mean or anything. Like there's something wrong with a lot of people who like Cardi B's music. And I noticed this because I'll just give you an example. So let's get this straight. Cardi B went on this epic Twitter rant for 11 or 12 videos, and people were like, yeah, she exposed Nicki, she put out receipts, blah blah blah. And it's like a couple of the receipts that she put out there, just for the record, for those that missed it, Cardi's basically saying, you know, like she turned out like a clothing deal as well as a music deal, which included working with Little Mix. And when it was time for the people who were also connected to this stuff, including Bill Wackermann, the CEO of Wilhelmina, one of the biggest modeling agencies ever, the juggernaut of the modeling industry, the CEO of the company came out and said that Nicki Minaj is the queen of rap, all hail the queen, and that Nicki was right and Cardi was wrong. Little Mix came out and said that Nicki Minaj is the queen of rap. So many words. Cardi B was either a backup plan or they were just going to axe the song Woman Like Me altogether. They didn't want to do the song without Nicki. So Cardi had egg on her face with all of these receipts where she's allegedly exposing Nicki, and Nicki misstopped my bag, this, that, and the third. Cardi said something to the effect of like, yeah, I guess I'm helping your bags because I'm turning down deals that you're getting, you're like as if Nicki is getting Cardi's leftovers, and then boom, shit blew right up in her face. People came out and said back to back, actually, we're with Nicki. Wow. It's kind of like if somebody gets into a situation and they look over to somebody, they be like, right, Roger, you were there, right, Roger? And Roger's looking over at your ass like, you lying. Or like, I'm not co-signing what you're saying. I'm on so-and-so's side. And then the person's just standing there looking stupid. But since Cardi B fans are obviously mentally off, they're still saying that Cardi won First of all, she threw a shoe at Nicki and missed and left with a bump on her head. L. People were making memes and clowning her for days, weeks. People still tell not jokes. Not, who's there? Cardi. Cardi who? You know, people are still telling jokes to this day, my Jesus. So she took an L back in, what was it, September at the New York Fashion Week Icons Party. Harper's Bazaar Icons Party, excuse me. And then now she's taking more L's because of Little Mix and the CEO Wilhelmina. And I don't think that people really understand. Like, that makes Cardi look so bad because she came out posting behind the scenes business stuff. Like, why are you posting that shit on? Like, she deleted it quick too, within about 30 minutes or so. But the point is this though. Why would you post? Like, if you're going to work with my business, for the record, this is why they have people sign NDAs, non-disclosure agreements. And if you ever had to sign one of those, you already know that the reason why you had to sign it is because the person that you're dealing with, they don't want certain information to get out there. And when it comes to dealing with businesses, that's some tacky hood rat ghetto BS for you to go and take business documentations and go and post them on Instagram for your over 30 million Instagram followers to see. And then for those people who saw it to repost it over and over and over again. Those are supposed to be personal business documents. That's why she had to delete that shit from the internet. She was trying to show all of this stuff from behind the scenes to try to prove some point, and come to find out the CEO Bill Wackermann was like, no. And Little Mix was like, no. So it was a waste of time because people gave cosigns to Nicki's and they literally said Nicki is the queen of rap. Literally. And like I said, and Bill Wackermann also said, all hail the queen. But yet Cardi B fans are saying that she won because she went on some rant where she allegedly put out receipts that blew up in her face. And now we have the Steve Madden situation where even Iggy Azalea said, no, the truth is that there was a deal on the table for Nicki. Damn. And then Steve had to apologize afterwards. It's just another L for Cardi. This is why I was saying, man, instead of trying to fight with Nicki, instead of taking everything on social media so seriously, Cardi, make a damn diss record. The only way to beat Nicki Minaj for Cardi B is to out-rap her. That's literally the only thing she can do. She can't fight her. Security will bust her upside her head and leave another knot. And all honesty, I don't think that Cardi can beat up Nicki. I don't think that Nicki is as soft as y'all think she is. I'm not saying that Nicki is Layla Ali or anything, but I think she can handle herself. I think she'll be okay. I'm pretty sure of it. But fighting her could just get Cardi sent to jail and taken away from her daughter. Who wants to see that? She just had the baby. I don't want to see her get taken away from her daughter. I don't want to see her go to jail. But that's where Cardi's headed. To tell y'all the truth, like from what I saw in the future and the conversations that I had with my Illuminati friends, basically Cardi's going to end up in jail this year. If she keeps on getting into the stuff that she gets into. It's inevitable. The hip hop police are watching anyway. And she's always talking about pulling up on people and we can fight. Like, no, this is rap shit. Either out rap this chick or cut it. Remy Ma did it. Remy Ma, I love Nicki. That's my girl. But like I told y'all, man, that Sheether record was the best damn diss record I've ever heard. I can't name a better diss record than Sheether. Remy Ma beat Nicki in the battle. Nicki won the war. Remy Ma won the rap battle. And Nicki doesn't mention her name. As you can see, that's how you do it. That's some real hip hop shit. She didn't have to throw a punch. She grabbed that mic and spit. And that was it. That's all Cardi had to do. And you might say, Meat, well, what if Cardi were to lose the battle with Nicki Minaj? Or what if people sided with Nicki because Nicki doesn't have a ghostwriter and Cardi has more than one ghostwriter? So we don't know whether or not she actually wrote it. Let me explain something to you. Nicki Minaj is a music veteran, not just a hip hop veteran. She's a music veteran, a huge pop star, one of the biggest musicians on the entire planet. She's been around for a decade. Her legacy is set in stone. Okay, she's worth approximately $100 million. Some sites say 85 million. The woman is super rich. She's one of the richest people in the world. She's super talented, beautiful, Has a lot of people love her, has a lot of people who hate her. Okay? It might seem as if the odds are stacked in Nicki's favor, despite a lot of people not liking her. But you got to understand something. With Nicki being as big as she is, only one of three things is going to happen if Cardi B were to release a diss record. It ends in a draw. It's a tie. The response will be the same as if Cardi lost. I'm going to get to that in a second. If Cardi wins, you just dethrone the queen of rap, then people are going to really say she's the queen because she can sell records unlike Remy. No shade. Now, if Cardi B were to lose the battle, this is what people will say. Nicki Minaj writes her own rhymes. Nicki Minaj is a veteran. Nicki Minaj is real hip hop. She came out as a straight up spitter. Do we have to go back and listen to that ether she was spitting when she first came out to remind ourselves? And she can make pop hits. If for some reason Cardi either lost or ended up in a draw, people would say, well, Nicki's a living legend. She should have won that. In other words, Cardi couldn't go wrong by releasing a diss record, because people are going to be like, well, you're the new chick, and the odds were stacked in Nicki's favor. So even though she whooped you, Cardi, you put out a great effort, and you definitely earned your respect in hip hop because you had your first rap battle. So props to you, sis. Props to you. And people wouldn't be mad at her, even if she lost or tied. Literally, they would say, well, Nicki should have won it. She's been around longer. Nicki should have won it. She came out a spitter. Nicki should have won it. She's her own writer. That's what they're going to say. But anyways, y'all, this is all my opinion. Cardi trying to fight with Nicki. Cardi trying to argue on the internet. None of that shit seems to work. My only advice is either just drop it or pop it. Either drop it or drop it. Either drop it as in walk away from it, or drop that ether. Put out that killer diss record, because that's literally the only way you could beat the beast Nicki, is if you can out rap her or just rap against her at all, and you'll still win even if you lose. But anyways, y'all, this is all my opinion. I consider myself to be a quote unquote real hip hop head, but so that's me speaking from my perspective. I may be wrong. Maybe Cardi should be trying to fight her. Maybe in some parallel universe, violence is okay. Maybe a woman who just had a baby should go around attacking people and taking the chance on being taken away from her daughter. Maybe this is normal behavior. Maybe it's okay to throw shoes. Maybe it's okay to act like ghetto trash. Maybe I'm tripping here. Maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about. But either way, y'all, let me know what you think about it all below. Are you surprised that Steve Madden tried to come in and play Captain Save a Cardi and got smited down with his own words from a 2015 interview? And Iggy Azalea of all, are you shocked that Iggy Azalea of all people kind of sort of came to Nicki's defense, even though she said, I'm not taking a side here? What do you guys think about this? If you can listen to me talk for 19 minutes, you can leave a comment. If you don't leave a comment, I'm not your friend. I'm not your little friend, like your mama told you before she gave you a spanking. Let me know what you guys think about it all below. Meat Magazine on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. Meat Magazine blog on Instagram. Thumbs up, comment, subscribe, notify. Share this video on social media where the hosts congregate. Twitter, Facebook, Google Plus, two cans with a string in the middle telepathically. That way everybody and their mama too knows that basically Cardi just took yet another L. And some of you people see, this is the whole thing. I'm not biased in this, because I happen to like Cardi and Nicki. I just think that Cardi's been acting like a complete and utter fool, and I just, I just don't like seeing her lose like this, because all of this is avoidable. And it's like, it's embarrassing, But anyways, guys, I still have love for Nicki and Cardi, but I'm not a part of either one of their fan bases. I'm not a Barb. I'm not a Ken doll. I'm not part of the Kingdom. I'm not a part of the Barty gang. I'm not a part of none of that shit. I enjoy some of their music, and that's about it. I'm not claiming to be, somebody who's a hardcore fan anymore, because they've both acted like a fool. Cardi way more so than Nicki, and it amazes me, and it lets me know that a lot of y'all are just destined to either be broke, or you're just destined to not have much in your lifetime, you know? Because the simple fact that if you're co-signing Cardi and her antics, that lets me know that you're not built for success. Anybody who co-signs Cardi is somebody who's just, I mean, I'm not going to say that you're straight up trash if you're signing with Cardi, but something's wrong with you. You need some prayer. You need white baby Jesus. You need something, because I mean, she just keeps taking L's. If you don't realize that these are L's, then you know, I could tell you don't come from much, and you probably weren't raised right either. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. The music industry is small. Cardi B can get blackballed. I don't know why y'all think that she's invincible. Nicki could get blackballed. You know, legends have been blackballed in the music industry in the past. It's happened. So don't get it twisted. Some of y'all really don't get it though. And this is deeper than than their squabble. This is about hip hop and about legacies. This is about the changing face of hip hop and what the people with the most money want to do with it. The fact that they want to change what the industry looks like. The fact that Nicki just won't go away. And there's a handful of people that don't want her to be in the industry anymore. They're looking at her like, okay, Nicki, you know, 5 years or so, you're going to be 40. Like, take your foot off the game and let it breathe. Like, can you let somebody else have something? Like people keep talking about Nicki stopping bags, but I don't think y'all understand what the whole Nicki stopping bags thing really means. What it really means is this. It's not that Nicki's doing anything to stop people's money per se, like actually putting her hand in front of somebody's money and blocking them from getting it. What the issue is this. Nicki's presence is what's quote unquote stopping bags. And if you guys want there to be successful female rappers, I think you should support Nicki Minaj. You know, Nicki actually cares about music. She's not just doing it for money. And not only that, but I don't know if, I don't know if I want to say it like this. I don't know if mainstream female rap can exist without Nicki Minaj at this moment. I know it's going to boggle some people's minds. Like, what are you really trying to say, me? I feel as if Nicki is something beyond being a person. I feel as if she's a force. She's like a universe all onto itself, and she definitely has enough voices and people inside of her. Crazy behind. But anyway, this is all my opinion. If you could listen to me talk for 23 minutes, you could leave a comment on something that I talked about in this video. All right, y'all, Meat Magazine, I got to go. This video is longer than my mean 3.5 inches.